Hello guys, welcome to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be looking at this Roman grass scalping strategy. Okay, so with this strategy you can be able to make some money and trade your small or big accounts. Okay, so if this is what you need, you want to grow your $5 account, $10 account, then this video is for you. So make sure you watch this video to the end so you won't miss any useful thing about this strategy. And also, if you are new, please do me a favor by subscribe to this channel, like this video, and turn on post notification. And time posting strategy, you guys will be aware. Okay, so we are on our way to hit 5k subscribers, so please and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. With that being said, let's proceed with the strategy. Okay, so as you all know, when I give you guys a strategy, we talk about the take profit and the stop loss, then we talk about the settings and how to use this strategy. Okay, so what we are going to do here is we are going to first talk about how you can use this strategy, then dive into the settings. Now, for you not to get confused, I will first show you guys what the all the indicator color stands for. Okay, so right here in chart we have this blue line stands for the moving average, and this two line right here also is the moving average, and this blue line also on our indicator window one stand for the Bollinger Band. So that is all the indicator we are going to be using on this strategy. Okay, so let me show you guys how you can now use this strategy. Now, to use the strategy, you want to be catching, you want to be scalp. Okay, you want to be scalp. Okay, so let me first use this recent trade, that happens right here for you as an example. Now I was expecting to take this trade right here, but to show you guys how show you guys some proof of this strategy, but eventually the price does not give me what I want to see before I jump into a trade with this strategy. So let me show you guys how you can use this strategy. Firstly, you want to make sure that you see this two line right here come to the Bollinger Band line. When it comes to the Bollinger Band line, then we want to make sure that we wait patiently. Okay, patience matters. We want to wait patiently and we want to see the crossover. Okay, we want to see the crossover. Now let me use one trade as an example for you guys. Now firstly, what I told you guys is we want to see the true line come to the Bollinger Bands. Okay, when they get to the Bollinger Bands, then the next thing we are expecting is to see a crossover, which means that the black or blue line has to cross below the other line, so they have to cross over each other. You don't want to pay any attention to the chart. You just focus on this right here. That is what you want to focus on. When you see the crosses, then you also wait for the line to first it move outside. You can clearly see it right here. It move outside the Bollinger Bands line, then come back inside with the cross. It come back inside with the cross. So we are dealing with this range from here down to this area. That is what we are dealing with. We are not dealing with anything outside the zone. We are not dealing with it. Anything outside, we are not dealing with it. We are just dealing with this right here. So that is what we are dealing with. Now after we see the cross right here, after we see the crossover happens right here, and the line come in back inside the Bollinger Bands line, then we are now good to look into our main chart. Now what is our expectation in our main chart? We are expecting to see the candle, the price break below the moving average line which we are seeing in our main chart. We want to see the price break below the moving average. Once the price break below the moving average, which you can clearly see it right here, so this is where it break below it. Now after it break below the moving average, then we patiently wait for at least 5 to 4 candles. Okay, we are not patient, we are not waiting for 3, 2 or 1 candle. We wait for 4 to 5 candles before we now decide to enter our trades. Okay, so we enter our trades. Now after you enter our trades, I've already told you guys, I always talk about your stop loss. Now your stop loss should always be when, let's say now let me zoom this out to show you guys when you are going to set your stop loss before we talk about your take profit. First thing is that now let's say this is where the price now this is where the price break below the moving average. After I break below the moving average, you can see something that it give us this huge spike right here. After this spike right here, then we now see that the price also come and break below the moving average with this candle right here. Now after this candle break below it, then we count 5 candles. So the candle stand for number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5 candles. Now we are enter our trade right at this candle. That is the candle we want to enter our trade. Now for your stop loss now be at this area. Your stop loss now be at this area. So this where your stop loss will be. Your stop loss will be below the number 5 candles. The number 5 candles. Okay, within the candles, the candle that break below the moving average, that is where our stop loss will be. Now let me use this for an example. We take this out. Let's say we enter for our sell right at this area, and our stop loss will be right at this area where the price break from. That is where our stop loss will be. Okay, and then for our target, we eventually target this area right here. This is where we are going to be targeting. We target the next support or the resistance area. Now for boom, we are going to target the support area, and for crash we are going to target the resistance area. So that is what we are going to target with this strategy. Okay, I hope you guys understand what I just talked about right now. I don't want this video to be long. That is why I make sure I do things quickly. Okay, so but before I cut this, before I explain to you guys how, before I go to you guys the settings of the strategy, now let me show you guys one more example, and that is going to be on crash indices. Now we have a nice trade right here, a nice push from market, from the price. Now as I told you before, first thing we are expecting is we want to see this right here. We want to see the 2-line crumb to the Bollinger Bands line. Now we right there. Now we are on crash, so we are going to be looking for the lower band. Okay, we are going to be looking at the lower band. Now when the 2-line come to the lower bands, we have to see the crosses right here. Now after we see the crosses, then the next thing we are expecting is we look into our main chart, and then we want to see the candle close above the price close above the moving average. After it close above the moving average, we wait for 5 candles, and then we enter at the number 50 candles. After we enter at the number 50 candles, we set our stop loss where the candle where the candle below the candle that cross above the moving average, and then we target our next support or the resistance area. So as simple as that, guys. So that is how you guys are going to use this strategy. Okay, so I hope you guys found this video helpful. Now before I forgot, for the zoom level, when you zoom out completely, you are going to use the top zoom level. That is the zoom level I always use for most of my video. That is the level we are going to be using. Now for the settings of this strategy, first thing, go to this icon you are seeing at the top. So when you click on this icon, then the first indicator we are going to be adding is the moving average. How do we do this? Click on this F plus, scroll down, search for moving average, and click on it. Now for the parameters, the period is 10, shift is 0, method is exponential, apply to close. Now for the style, using color of your choice, and click on save. Once you do that, and you're going to have your moving average in your chart. Now moving on to the next indicator, which is the moving average as well. How do we add this up? First thing we do is we add the RSI up, which you can clearly see it right here. We add this RSI up. After we add this RSI up, then we are now going to see this indicator window 1. Then we click on this L plus right here, and search for moving average and click on it. Now for the first moving average, the period is 13, shift is 1, method is exponential, apply to close. Now for the style, use any color of your choice and click on save. Now once you add the moving average up, you are now free to delete your RSI. Now for the next moving average, do the same thing by clicking on this F icon, search for moving average and click on it. Now for the second moving average, the period is 23, shift is 1, method is exponential, apply to close. Now for the style, use any color of your choice. Now for the last indicator, which is the Bollinger Bands. How do we add this up? Click on this icon right here, is still for our ginger band. Now for the period is what 1999, deviation is 2000, the shift is 0, apply to close, and for the style using the color of your choice and click on save. So that's the settings you are going to be using for this strategy, and that's how you are going to use this strategy. So I hope you guys find this video helpful. If you find this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and open a post notification and entire posting strategy. You guys should be aware. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.